Solid stolen.
Meow 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 meow.
Remake's combat was such an effectively designed hybrid system.
It retains the ATB bars that you need to fill up, just like the old game, and you can still pause the action. But it has you dodging, striking, and parrying to effectively fill these up faster, giving it a much needed dose of action pizzazz. Staggering enemies is an endorphin rush as you pile on powerful abilities that the ATB charges grant. The developers did right by keeping the entire framework exactly the same and just building on it. It helps frame the game as a true continuation. And the battle system is now even better. Characters are given brand new weapons and abilities that allow them more variety than ever. Don't like Barrett's minuscule basic attacks? Pump it up with bonus round and get some more punishment in. And if something's right in your face, use point blank to get it the hell out of there! Tired of Aerith getting assaulted while she attempts to cast her spells? Use Chrono Aegis and watch as the bad guys get bound by CGI clocks, freezing them enough for you to make your next move. Or use Radiant Shield to buy some time as you charge up your ATB. Even big-ass repeat mechanoid monstrosities from Remake will be confounded. Cloud has a multi-elemental firebolt blade, which is handy against tons of opponents, and against flying foes, he uses mini blade beams to stun the enemy as he launches himself upwards. The aerial combat is much more intuitive here. Before, you were clumsily slashing once or twice and then falling back down to the ground, like an actual human. Now you're staying aloft, doing a 4-hit combo, and then unleashing triple slashing against multiple targets in the air.
And don't come back!
One of Cloud's strongest moves is an aerial onslaught. It makes for much more variety in how you want to attack. And there are a lot more flying enemies in general, including classics like Floating Death, making Yuffie and Barrett's playstyles particularly fun. Speaking of Yuffie, the new characters shine with completely unique movesets. The Wutai Ninja can even act if she's in that annoying stunned or paralyzed state, with a move like Blindside. She can effortlessly shift her elemental powers, create doppelgangers that double your offensive output temporarily.
Go forth and kick butt, you see!
It's chaos, and she is an absolute menace. Red's Vengeance mode allows him to heal himself and also grants access to abilities that can save you in boss battles, like a haste spell that speeds up your entire party, and a move called Watcher's Respite that heals the party based on how full his vengeance meter is.
You got this!
Red is so versatile. He's got offensive finishers with area effect spells like Stardust Ray that decimate things, and several defensive abilities like an Ice Elemental Counter Barrier. He is so fun to use. Cait Sith retains his dorky fortune-telling personality that manifests in his random damage dealing and dice rolling that can heal, give buffs, or pummel the bad guys. The Moogle generates different abilities depending on how long he remains on the battlefield. And you can even dismount that Moogle, providing more targets for the enemies to worry about. Oh, it's insane! And this is all before even talking about the synergy system, which again, Cait Sith just steals the show.
Now, I'll admit, I didn't use the synergy moves all the time, but still often enough that they definitely came in handy.
Like Aerith's bodyguard combo, helping shield some crushing blows at just the right time.
Too much?
Cloud really puts Tifa and Aerith to work when he summons different energy blades to crush opponents with different powered up slices. Reminds me of Chrono's fire and ice sword techs in Chrono Trigger. There's something incredibly satisfying about seeing Cloud using his sword to whirlwind Tifa up towards a flying enemy she would otherwise be unable to attack, and then watching her unleash a Ken and Ryu style combo kick before linking into her unrelenting Gale special move to absolutely wreck that poor winged creature. Those are the kinds of things you can pull off if you dive into the Synergy system. Not only are the Synergy moves eye-popping to watch, they also serve an additional purpose in that they can enhance the relationship between characters if you continue to work in tandem together. Pair off with a party member often enough, and you don't need to use quite as many abilities in order to activate the big moves. Let's talk about that activation. Synergy moves can't be abused either. Basic tandem ones can be used at any time, and are handy to pull off while you guard, which makes them intuitive to use, because why not if you're guarding anyway? However, the super synergy moves that you activate through the Folio upgrade system don't become available until both characters have used a required amount of ATB bar abilities.
Aerith, okay, try using it.
If you're fighting some lowly scrub opponents, you're going to win using some standard attacks and maybe 1 or 2 abilities. So you can't just take Aerith and Red at the start of battle and create some catastrophic explosion at some tiny miscreant and win instantly, because the ATB charges haven't been built up yet. It's much better than a game like Chrono Trigger, where you can just dish out triple techs at any time against the lowliest pests imaginable. Besides, there's other ways to get a tactical advantage. Armored enemies like these underground ants are a pain.
Deal with that.
But grenades can launch them and make them vulnerable. Don't discount moves like Bio, because even bosses like Elena of the Turks can get plagued with poison. Another nice touch is that the backup party members are always on the field with you. It at least looks like they're doing stuff to help, but it's just for aesthetic effect. Gotta say though, it's awesome seeing Barrett hanging out and shooting from way back there. And hearing the backup party grunt as if they're really in the fray. Although sometimes the party looks like they're literally just out for a stroll at the beach.
Yeah, thanks a lot there, team. Yeah, I'm getting eaten alive over here by sand animals, but, you know, sightseeing and that run on the beach, you gotta do that. Yeah, Barrett, you're looking good back there, buddy. Yeah! Oh, love it.
But anyway, if you're in dire straits, a synergy command from your backup squad might show up, and you can channel their power to make a last desperate assault while you scramble to heal your down members.
Aww, someone need a rest? Are you okay?
It was also smart of Square to make sure that every playable character gets their own individual segment to shine.
Not just to ensure their relevance to the plot, but also to force the player to practice, at least a little bit, with everyone's playstyle, because the plot often locks your party selection into varied combinations, where you'll have no choice but to take the lead with someone other than Cloud. You'll find situations where you'll be juggling the long-range potential of Yuffie with the close-range combat of Tifa, as the girls mount a rescue mission in Gongaga. You may need to get used to using Kate Sith's Moogle Mines to help defend himself when he's on his own during the Manor subplot. It's all worthwhile at the end, too, because the final boss has so many segments, with the main party constantly getting divided into new setups, that you'd better at least have a basic understanding of the strengths, weaknesses, materia, and combat arts that will efficiently help you charge ATB and use abilities. Even the enemies themselves make Rebirth so much fun to combat with. So many fan favorites are here, from the smallest Mandragora weeds, old school wolves, and re-envisioned Alpha Dunks are here, most of them even equipped with the same elemental weaknesses that they had in 97. Special event battle intel even expands on the lore of these enemies, like Miis. No, not wee Miis, rather variants of those cute moo gopher mammals that burrow underground and share a complex communications network. There's so many awesome facts you can learn.
Rare moo variant identified.
So interesting.
Move possesses an incredible memory.
Oh, wait there. I need to see this.
It can and will track you down in order to exact revenge.
Look at their behavior. It's so spectacular seeing them in their own environment.
The Boo have a massive underground network through which they exchange information on food sources and predators.
Such brilliant creatures.
Die! 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 What?
They're attacking with magma from the earth! They gotta die!
If you're a sucker for wildlife and animal behavior, Rebirth definitely has you covered. Finding winged monstrosities and then dealing with their healing techniques, like the Zemzelites, are nostalgic, especially since they're equipped with Soothing Breeze, a skill that pays tribute to the White Wind enemy skill. Speaking of which, enemy skill materia can be outfitted with the move, and I used it a lot, especially because you don't have to use MP. Nice healing hack for anyone interested. Expanding on the materia, the way that it continues to evolve and create new opportunities for character customization and battle strategy proves how awesome the system was and continues to be. It's amazing how many different things you can do here. Level boost materia gives you early access to stronger abilities, but you have to use up a slot to reap those benefits. Want to save a slot? Equip a fire and ice materia. You can even link it to elemental materia and get double advantage on offense or defense. The morph materia returns in a wonderful way, letting you go around mines, finding monstrosities like chimeras that you can now turn into gold. Morph is amazing! Why can't morph be a real-life thing? Just find something almost at the end of its life cycle, and boom! You can morph it into something much better. Stealing also continues to have its purpose, especially with sick gloves that boost it. Items like Fortitude Ring, one of the best accessories in the game, I mean, even Sephiroth is equipped with it, can only be stolen from Rena. And even big boss quests, like the Tonberry King, require stealing in order to grab that crown to appease the Johnnies and their collection obsession. New materia wonders, like Limit Siphon, are extremely useful. If you play as Cloud the most, as many do, he's going to get hit quite a bit, and have a majority of his limit built up, while others build slower. So, you can top Clouds off by siphoning off a character who likely won't have the chance to use it anyway. I used this materia many times, and it helped out a ton.
Okay, you're out of luck. All done.
Attack Magic gives you a chance to make Barret a spiritual mage, or Aerith a pummeling bruiser. There's more balance as well. You can only boost your HP up by 30%, regardless of how many you equip. So it's not smart to just load yourself up with those purple ords, and it keeps the challenge legit. Is the combat perfect? Nah. Nothing ever is. Sometimes there's so much happening that all you can do is mash buttons because the camera is flailing around.
Gonna pull back. Here goes.
I got this.
On a couple of occasions, I heroically finish off an enemy who then just proceeds to continue as if Sephiroth never impaled him.
Sephiroth, whew, you better step it up there, bud.
身の程をして打ち砕く来い その痛みで私を思い出せ
And oftentimes, against bosses, you're trying to exploit a weakness or heal up, but they'll do some annoying area of effect attack, knock you away, so you use your ATB charge, but you get knocked over before you can even do the action. That's happened on more than one occasion. Summon battles, they kick your ass, unless you find the majority of the summoning crystals. And there's several more conditions to win this time around. If you're able to block and deflect Odin's attacks, you can impress him and pressure him. Get ready. But if you continuously get hurt, fall over, and suck, as the assess info mentions, he grows tired and weary of your pathetic display and just insta-kills your party to death.
What did you think of Rebirth's combat? Did the added materia and the new synergy system add enough to make it a worthwhile advancement? Or were you left wanting more? Please let me know, and please like and subscribe if you like in-depth RPG content, right here at Gaming Introspection. Good to see you, gamers. Take care.